Genuinely. Genuinely. Did it all change with the red card? Yes and no, to be honest. It kind of did, but it kind of didn't at the same time. Spurs scored 3 goals at basically the perfect time to score 3 goals. Score one after 3 minutes, brilliant. Genuinely can't start better than that. Score one after 47 minutes, right after half time. Basically, the exact amount of time after scoring the first one. Totally set your stall out and flip it and mix up how the second half is going to go. And then United finally get into the game a little bit. I don't know what minute it ended up being. It was after their goal, obviously, in the second half. And United have 10, 15 minutes of good pressure, good football, holding the ball in their half. Now, on some level, you could probably say, well, Spurs kind of just went, well, we're up, we're 2-0 up. We don't need to keep pushing. Let them have the ball there for a bit. And you'd be correct in a way that that's kind of how that stuff goes. But it isn't just that. United took hold of that initiative and they started to create chances. And we created good chances. And there was a couple of penalty shouts, but they were, you'd be devoted if they got given against you. The second one, less so, actually. The second one, I've definitely seen United handball it in similar circumstances and be punished. I don't know why that wasn't a penalty, but alas, it wasn't given. And you go on. And then, right when United look like, okay, I feel we're getting closer, these chances are coming, they go score the third and kill the fucking game. Bastards! From a football point of view, honestly, I reckon Ange goes in, just whips his kecks off, shows him he's chubbed up and goes, and then leaves. You don't get better than that. That's exactly what you want to do. Anywhere, home, away, cup finals, first rounds, it don't matter. You score early, you see the half out, you score at the start of the second half, you sit back a little bit, you soak up a little bit of pressure. When you think they're in the game, you score the third and fuck them off. Don't get better than that. This is exactly what you want to do. Now, immediately pressure goes straight. Erik, all focus. Like, you can't lose a game of football at the moment without that manager got to go. And I hate that trait of modern football where someone's not working, foot the manager off. Not understanding the amount of work that has to go into coaching a team and how it can go wrong, even though there has been progress this year, but you are judged on your results. And, we ain't winning. We're on a run of not winning. And that brings pressure. Now, I don't think the United legends in the game, the pundits in the game, help. I actually think all of them add to the pressure. I really do. But that's something for another story. I just hope that no one's eyeing up Gareth Southgate and thinking, could do a bit of that, like. Bruno Fernandes. I've done a couple of videos on Bruno over the last few weeks because I think that there's a conversation to be had, and I think there's question marks about him. Now, I'm not sure if that's a 1 or a 3 game ban. I don't think it's violent conduct, so it might just be the single game ban. What we might have here now is the opportunity to see how Xerxes plays in the 10 behind Højlund, or how Manu might play, or might have given his hand away a little bit by throwing Mason Mount in, but Mount's left the pitch full fucking Terry Butcher mode, so I actually don't know if I don't know if that's a concussion protocol, or I have no idea whether he'd be fit when Bruno's going to be out. You're going to see a different option from Manchester United because of the enforced change, because that's something that I don't think that we would have been getting otherwise. I don't think we would have been getting the change. And when I look at the rest of the team, I just think it's not quite clicking for the rest of the team, except Bruno. Like, I go through every single player in the United team at the moment, and it's different for the attackers, but I'll talk on the attackers in a second. And I just think he's found himself as an issue that needs to be addressed. His performances have found him as an image, as an issue that needs to be addressed. And and now he's out of the team because of the red card, and we're going to see what life is like without Bruno for one game. Now, weirdly, I actually don't think it's enough. I think if you bring somebody in for one game, it's too small a sample size to judge them on. I think you need more of that. Now, on the attacking front, Xerxes, what did he have? One shot? Rashford, I don't think had any. Garnacho, I think, had 2 or 3 at the post. It's not enough. Like, we are not having anywhere near enough shots. Our XG today was 0.97. It's enough to score a single goal. You trailed 1-0 for the whole first half, and it was 2-0 from the start of the second half. Where is the risk from these lads? Where is the throw caution to the wind and get after it? You need to be putting in 20 shots. How many do we have in total? 11. I thought it was 10. 11. The attack isn't clicking. No, it's very clear to see why United were linked so heavily with Ivan Toney for what felt like the vast majority of the summer, even though none of us can point at the team and go, he goes there. He just plays there and that's that. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Because I think we've deserved more than we've got. Genuinely think we've deserved more than we've got. But we've got what we've got. And we lie 12th. Now, this is a massive issue arising here for Ineos. They backed him in the summer. They activated the contract extension, which has got a big asterisk over it because it wasn't a new contract. It was the extra year that was in his contract, which on one hand is a show of support, and on the other hand is not a show of support. It's almost like an easy get out of jail for him. If you don't beat Porto and Villa, I don't think he manages another game for us. I think state of execution by winning one or both of those games. But I think if you do not win those games, I think it becomes a financial decision for the club. And I think the club always makes tough decisions when it comes down to finances rather than football. The only thing that I think might save him is the metrics that this season has started with have been good. Today's aren't good. There's not a single metric of today that looks fucking good on paper, on grass, in anyone's fucking mind. It doesn't look good. But I fundamentally disagree with the all on the manager, not all on the manager sort of mentality that people have got. Something's not working and it's on him to figure it out. That's his job. That is his job. I just don't like the knee-jerk reaction of it. Bruno might have given the gaffer an opportunity here. Whether or not he takes it, we will have to see. But I think there has to be a discussion around Bruno. You know, United have missed so many chances. We're still probably not creating quite enough because we're not scoring anywhere near enough. But I think Bruno leads the table prior to today's game, leads the table in number of shots since he last scored. His conversion rate is abysmal. You can't be playing Hollywood. United have got to find a way to win. And it doesn't matter how we start racking the wins up. We have to find a way to win. And if we don't, I think the manager's going to pay with his job. I think that's the top and bottom of it. Anyway, I guess we'll do 5 things and player ratings and that tomorrow. I'm really not looking forward to that, though. In a bit.